Hello there, this is my playthrough of Bleak Falls Barrow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's no, it's not my playthrough, but it's my guide to how to play this dungeon. Normally these are supposed to have live commentary over them. The future ones that I'm going to do will have live commentary over them. But for this one, I accidentally muted my mic over the entire time that this was going on. I didn't realize. Should have done a test. But yeah, so I have to post commentary this so that it's not. It makes me feel better if I do that. So I think I died a few times. If this was a live commentary, I would just leave it because whatever, no one's perfect. Not everything goes to plan all the time. But because this is a post-play commentary, I will edit out all the deaths. So, yeah, just so I don't know, call me a cheater or whatever you want, but I don't know, I think it just makes a better video. Anyway, so now that I have a bit of time in my hand, actually, probably around 20 to 25 minutes in my hand, I'll start explaining how I like to play this game, basically. I should have died here, but backpedaling, whatever, beats this guy and he can't hit me. Yeah. Lucky about that, and I keep on missing. But yeah, accuracy is not something I can be proud of. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you're not supposed to kill this guy because what he does. Well, this dungeon is like a immersive thing, right? So they show you all the puzzles, and this guy is supposed to show you that if you don't get the combination right, there's things that you get shot by arrows, and then you die. This is a pretty easy one, right? It's a snake. Snake. What's the last one again? No, fish. There you go. That's what it is. So yeah, I was going to talk about how I'm going to do this playthrough. So I've played this game a bit before. Like I have 4 different characters that I've started, just experimenting around with the game. The first one I played was a mage, and I quickly realized that any kind of difficulty the mage can't handle. Because you just run out of magicka, and then you try to backpedal and regenerate magicka, but it doesn't. It's combat. Probably should be using the bow to kill these skeevers. There you go. That's what I should be using. Skeevers almost kill me here, actually. I was like, if they kill me, I'll just read its plan. So I'm not gonna use a potion on skeevers. That was basically the start. That was a stupid mistake of mine that I didn't pull out the bow straight away. Sword straight away. So yeah, a magic build doesn't work because you just run out of magic, and also if you run into enemy mages that use the this lightning, they get rid of your magicka, and then you're even more screwed because you can't defend yourself, and you've leveled up quite far already, and then you are up against high levels and you don't have any magicka, so you can't use a sword. It doesn't really do damage and there's no point. And you don't have armor trained, and yeah, you've got a big problem. So yeah, magic is worthless. Well, using like a magic build is worthless. or this spider gets owned by cheating on its coding. Like, just keep them back. I don't know about cheating, but it just can't fit through the doorway. How would it get in? Maybe it was born in there, and it just it just grew in there. Okay, and then the next build that I went dual swords, heavy armor. But I was trying to sneak, and if you can't sneak with heavy armor because it's too loud. So yeah, sneak that didn't work for long. Again, on the master difficulty, sneaking is essential to gameplay because shut up, you're killing it. Just hang on, just hang in there. It'll be over soon. Yeah, I don't know what that spider was shooting at there, but yeah, heavy armor doesn't work together with sneak very well at all. Yeah, and then I tried again, and then I was like, okay, let's figure this out. Yeah, I was gonna. Actually, the next character was my highest level that I did, which was a single sword and one hand healing. Build with light armor, and that worked pretty well, but it's still hard. Like, if you get close to enemies, especially when you're low level, and you're playing on a high difficulty level, they just one-shot you over and over, and it's just frustrating. Blocking, I've never tried blocking with a shield, which is probably something I should do, but blocking still takes off your health. These parts. So if you walk around in the dungeons, you may miss a ton of times, but they don't get out of their bed or whatever they are. God, there's a name for it. Not sure. Catacombs. I think that's what it is. Yeah, so they don't get out of their catacomb until they've detected you. And the way you can tell, at some stage I get close to it, and in live comedy I was actually explaining it. But yeah, the way you can tell, see, that one doesn't, is by the way that their arms are. So if their arms are laid sideways next to their body, they aren't alive, but if they're folded over their chest, they are. And also, you can hear them sleeping, like they snore. So yeah, those are two ways to identify whether or not they're dead. So the way that I will play this time around is by I'm not going to be stupid and step on that. Is by using. Actually, no, I'm not going to edit out the deaths. Wasn't that right on that guy? Anyway, now it is. I realized my mistake because it's one of the stronger ones. I'm basically screwed now. Oh, bam. Oh, dead. Great. That actually quick saved too long ago, so now I have to go through like the whole section again. Sucks. I don't want to do that. Now this is another mistake that I made. Oh, yeah, and I just instantly know that I'm just going to die. So I just quick load. There we go, that's how it should be done. Bam. Bam. And, yep, dead. Oh, still not dead. Dead now. Then you just back off. And that guy kills himself. At a later stage, I use that tactic of like backpedaling. Because, when you shoot an enemy with an arrow, they don't instantly know where you're at. They, yeah, like right now, the detection thing, yeah, now the eye is like, if it's not like it is now, I think, I can't see, the window's kind of small, but unless it looks like a proper eye, you're not detected and they don't know where you're at. And with bows and arrow, that actually takes quite a bit until they know where you actually are. And then before that, they don't actually attack. Yeah, here, this door. You hear him snore? That's how you know. That's how you know that they're enemy, that they're still alive, and then you can surprise them with, yeah, just attack. And this is so easy, like, who couldn't do this? You just gotta know how to. That's the only thing in these sorts of games. And if you play on a high difficulty, the only difference is that it just takes longer in between. The gameplay just takes longer than if you went on lower difficulty. Like the first couple of times I was on a pretty low difficulty. And what you can do is you just take out your single sword and just run at them and kill them, and they can't. They can't do anything. Oh, I should talk about that. So the way I'm going to level up my character is alternate health and stamina, because they're equally important. But I think eventually I'm going to stop with the health, like once it reaches like 300 or somewhere around there, I will stop with health, because yeah, at that stage you just one-shot everyone, and they aren't really supposed to get anywhere near you. But yeah, stamina is very useful because you can carry more stuff if you level up the stamina. But it's like 5 kilos, 5 pounds, whatever you want to call it. It's 5 more. Oh, look at this fail! Look at this fail! Oh, let's wait for it. Oh, oh, nope, I didn't die. But, yeah, that's another thing. If you use you want to use all your different abilities. Like for instance, don't just drink potions to heal. Use your healing spells to heal yourself, because that helps you level up. Here, friend just messages me, and I just quickly deal with it. Yep, I'm back. Just talk to him for a bit. Yeah, so you want to use all your different abilities. You want to use all your different abilities to level up your character as fast as possible. You know, the more levels, the more easy, the more perks you can spend, etc., etc. And there will be a few videos about, how you can easily level up a couple of different skills. And I'm not sure if everything was intentional in those videos, like by Bethesda, if they intentionally made it so you can do it, but there are some, air quotes, cheater ways to level up some skills. Oh, can you hear him snore? Oh yeah, and the other thing, you can usually find them in live commentary. I was explaining it, now it just looks like I'm being stupid. You usually find them in these oval, yeah, like that guy in the oval. Not really oval, but I don't know how to describe that shape. But yeah, that's where you usually find them, and they stand there. No other things just stand around like them. Only the ones that are still alive can stand. And yeah, they only lie in the bottom ones. And if you surprise them, you can easily get off like a couple of shots before they even have a chance to attack you, which is quite neat because you run like some free damage. Quite sure why the screen has gone black. There we go. I don't know what happened there, but for me it just went black for a bit. Oh yeah, this guy, he pops out of that grave. Just gotta stay back, kill him. easy mode with that. What was he supposed to do? If that was him, I'd be pretty frustrated. There's just no way I could have won. God, talking. I'm only halfway through. Oh. It's not that bad, I guess. What else? I really like this game. Like, it's a. Oh no! Before I talk about that, knowing what to pick up and what not to pick up. So you can, go through every single item and see if it's worth it. Like, set up a certain ratio that you want before you pick it up, etc., etc. Or you can just kind of guess. That's what I do. Like, when I see armor, usually armor isn't worth it unless it's set, it's enchanted. Enchanted armor has two uses. One, you can disenchant, which is what I usually do, and once you've disenchanted it once, you don't use it again. But, so if you disenchant, then you get the ability yourself, and you can actually make a better version of the same enchantment. Look at this guy, he gets camped. Oh, and I get my handy sneak upgrade. Oh, nope, no chance. Bam. So yeah, weapons at the early stage are usually the way to go. You can just pick up weapons. Not even, at the early stages you can pick up armor and weapons, and it doesn't really matter. If you go, But later on, you don't even need to worry about, the basic stuff. Unless it's ebony or elven, it's not worth picking up unless it's enchanted. Or unless there's a pickpocketing actually has a very useful perk. It's a perk, but it increases the amount you can carry by 100. That's pretty useful. I'll definitely be picking that up. But yeah, you just gotta know what to take and what not to take, and you just gotta do it fast. Oh yeah, look at that nice graphics are so good in this game. Like, I've played Rage, and I think that game currently has the best graphics in a game. Yeah. I don't know if I'd recommend playing Rage. It has an incredibly short story. Oh, I get owned here. Look at this. I try to run. It doesn't work. It just comes after me, and and I think, oh damn, okay, I can take one more hit, then I'll take some. Oh, no, I can't. I can't take another hit. Oh, I hope the audio is lined up, because I keep on stopping it to, get a drink or whatever. Yeah, I just hope. Okay, and now this guy, he just gets camped. I just go hide, come back. Yeah, and this just goes on for quite a bit. I was talking about Rage, that's right. So, Rage, one of the most disappointing games I've ever played, because that game had so much potential, right? The graphics were amazing. They had a storyline lined up so well. Like, they could have made it like any Fallout. They could have made it as good as any Fallout, except that it would have had amazing graphics. Like, if you that's the only thing that it has going for it, the graphics. But the graphics, trust me, if you have, I don't know, it's something to see. It's like when Crysis came out, it was like a huge thing. Crysis was the best graphics or whatever, and I think Rage has taken that away from Crysis. But Crysis had a very long storyline. Actually, I played that a lot. I tried to online, but that sucked so much. Just hackers in every corner. And this is Crysis 1, not Crysis 2. I don't think Crysis 2 was any good. I never bought that game or played it. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I just picked up the perk that lets you zoom in a little bit. kind of useful, I guess, but I do use it. The only reason that it's kind of useful is because there's like a slow down time deal thing with the later levels. Well, there's an upgrade to it that slows down time. I think that might be a bit useful because sometimes the enemies are a bit hard to hit if they move erratically or whatever. Oh, and the arrows, they fly so slowly. But anyway, rage. Keep on the topic. Yeah, rage. I definitely, if you can pick it up for not full price, it's not worth the price that a full game costs. But it definitely is worth like $30 or $40 because, well, it's in Australia. Our full price games they cost Call of Duty for PC is around $90 and consoles at $110. So yeah, so $40. What is that? Like half price, a bit less than half price. I think that games in the US cost around $60. So if you see it for $30 in the US, it's probably worth picking up. It has a very, very short story. It has 14 hours of story, and you just at the end you feel very frustrated that they didn't continue because they could. Like there was no reason that they didn't, except they ran out of time because they were writing the engine. But yeah, it has so good graphics, and if they'd improved the storyline a little bit, it would have been. I don't know. I would have called it as good as any other, post-apocalyptic game. Yeah, simply because of its graphics and the combat. That's another thing it had going for. Oh yeah, I'm gonna own this guy now. Yeah, the combat. Normally, like in most games, the enemies have like a pretty predictable way of running around. Their code is written pretty simple. But in Rage, every enemy has like a dynamic reaction to what you do. If that makes sense, like they don't just do the same thing over and over and they just swarm you. No, they're smart about their actions, and it seems as though they kind of think about what they're doing. And I like that a lot about the game. I don't know. Console is on. Rage is also on the console, but yeah, the combat system was quite good. And also, they made every weapon usable, which is something that some games they don't do so well. But they don't have very much variety. Oh, shit! I'm gonna die here. Watch this. I'm gonna heal. Yeah, I'm gonna heal. Nope. I pressed one button and he's walked forward. Yeah. Wow. I don't think I died to that again. Where am I now? Oh. But I don't think it's too far. Yeah. See. There you go. I don't die to it again. Yeah. Combat system. It was very good, and also the enemies. They're very. Obviously they talk, like the boasting thing, I'm gonna kill you and so on. But in Rage, they react to what happens in the combat, so they don't just talk. In this game, they just keep on talking their things off. I'm gonna own you, and then they die, and then they didn't. But in Rage, they reacted to, if there was a grenade, they'd say something funny regarding to the grenade, or if they were getting owned, they'd say something funny about being owned or whatever. I don't know. I don't like that thing, getting owned. Weird thing to say about, when they were just getting beaten, and there was nothing they could do, and they had to fall back. They'd just say something about that, or if you killed them in a creative way, the game would react to it. I don't know. I like that game a lot. I regret paying full price. No, I don't. I like the fact that I bought that game, and I enjoyed playing it every minute, except the driving. The driving sucked. I hate driving games because basically, they've got to, you know, it's trying to imitate a real experience, like going out on the racetrack and driving there, and it does a very poor job, I think. Also, it's either really easy or it's really hard, and games always try to bring realism into it, and then they don't put realism into it. Like if the car. Oh, there was one game I played. Where they tried to make it as realistic as possible. So if you crashed, too fast, your car would just be broken and you die. And it's hard to make a game realistic because in real life you have a lot more control over it. Like in real life, you'd know the limits of your car. You'd know when the car's about to give way. Now, I've driven a lot. I've got a car, so yeah. Anyway, in real life, you get all sorts of feedback from how you're doing and how you're controlling your car that you just don't get in the game. So I don't know how you're supposed to be able to judge whether or not you're doing the right thing in a game, and that's why it can't be that realistic, or else it's just incredibly difficult, and it just takes fun out of it if you suck at that sort of game. Anyway, I only paid $3 for that game, and that's how long I played it. $3 worth. I always calculate in a game. I always calculate how much time I've spent with it, and then see whether or not it was worth it. So that game I played for 10 minutes. So that wasn't a very good ratio. Oh, and Rage, that wasn't a good purchase according to that either. Now, Modern Warfare 2. Guess how long I've played that game. Just guess. A minute. Think about it, how much you played it. Probably didn't like it. I've played it for 850 hours. That's right, that's how much I like it. I played it on a PC a lot. I don't know, I think it was a very good game for what PC, or for what it was, but it had some flaws, like the noob tubing stuff. I don't really talk about Modern Warfare 2, but yeah. So Modern Warfare 2 definitely paid off. But I bought Black Ops on PC, and the game was dedicated servers, and it just ruined the game. But I've got videos about this in my channel, so if you wanna look at those, just go ahead and pause this video or do it at the end after this video and go watch one of those videos. I think that's good. The rehearsed commentaries. It's like a 32-minute long commentary, and I'm not gonna take 2 on this regardless of how it goes. It's supposed to be live commentary. My voice is dying as well. It's not good. I wish I had some water. Anyway, oh yeah, so Modern Warfare 3. I like that game a lot. A lot of people say, oh, it's bad, and they didn't do anything new, and that, yeah, blah blah blah. I've talked to a lot of people in real life, and I've also looked. If you want to see some interesting, a few weeks ago, anyway, Modern Warfare 3 first came out. I looked at the meta score, the user, or the meta score that it got. Right, there's 2 categories. That one category is by the professional reviewers, and they just collect from all sorts of sites, and then Call of Duty always gets around 90, sometimes 92, 93, sometimes 89, 85, whatever. But then the user score, was 2.5 out of 10, and people were just hating all over it. And I don't know. I guess they were annoyed that it didn't do very much new stuff. When you look at what Call of Duty was like before Call of Duty 4, and then at Call of Duty 4 that was pretty major difference, and then from whatever Call of Duty 4 World at War, those two to Modern Warfare 2, there was another jump, and then I was expecting Black Ops just improved on all the stuff, and then did some new things that were kind of fun. And that Black Ops was a solid game, but then Modern Warfare 3 comes along, and of course, it being an Infinity Ward thing, we expect it to be amazing. But yeah, and there should be so much new stuff, but then there isn't. But it's like the step that Black Ops did. It's the same thing that Modern Warfare 3 did. They just improved the game, made it better, added a few new things, and then sold it. And I like that because, I've played Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty, and they should just keep doing it the way they are. Anyway, why am I talking about Call of Duty in this game? Oh no, the screen has gone blank again. I don't know why. Come back. Anyway, I know what's happening. I hope it doesn't go black in when I render this video. Better not. I'm not quite sure what the origin is. Yeah, I think it's when it imports the parts of my recording. Some of it isn't good. It just goes black. I just have to replace it. I think you'll be fine. But anyway, what I'm doing here, even though I can't see it, is you just shoot the guy, then run away until you're hidden again, and just repeat. And yeah, that's how you beat hard bosses on master difficulty. Yeah, that, I wish I could run at him with a sword and do some sort of strafing technique or whatever and kill him, but you can only do that at later levels. Can't do that right now because he, as you saw before in some fight, they just two-shot you. 2 swings and bam, you're dead. Nothing you can do, and there's, I don't know, maybe you can use a shield to block. Maybe if you want to post in the comments below, tell me if that's actually a viable option in the early levels. I don't know, I've tried blocking and I don't know, you can't swing at the enemies and it takes off damage anyway. The way that I usually like to attack them is... God, this new part has also gone black. Damn it. Oh, here we go. It's back. Oh, I just killed the guy and looted him. Alright, this is the end of the dungeon. Yes, blocking, does that work? Post in the comments. Let me know. If it does, that's pretty good. But the way I usually like to fight with a sword is you just walk at them, swing and back off so they can't swing at you, and you keep on knowing that. But the problem with that is that you get hit sometimes, which is not ideal. Alright, thank you for watching. This is it.